there she is.
I love that.
She made music history with her 18th #1 single, unheard of in the music business. It's called Touch My Body from a new CD, E=MC². Now she has surpassed Elvis Presley as the solo artist with the most #1 singles, and here she is, the lovely Mariah Carey.
I'm inspired by you.
Are you kidding me? This is now I need a second pair of booty pops for up top and down below.
Mariah Carey looking very strong.
Looking good, Mariah.
Yeah, I think I was looking maybe stronger before.
No,
now
no.
I'm looking a little more.
Very looking good.
Why am I looking at the monitor?
Because it's seductive.
You know? Do you guys do that when you sit here? Do you
Not
look
really.
in the monitor?
I try to avoid it. But you had a busy...
These chairs are kind of hard for this type of a dress.
No, are you kidding?
No, you know what? I've been in the show in a robe before, so I'm just trying
to... like it.
Never forgot that. But you had a busy morning, right?
Yes, I did.
Performing at GMA down there in Times Square.
Just left Times Square.
That was exciting. I have never seen that many people in that area.
It was really, really festive. But then at one point we were all trying to talk, and there were a lot of sirens going on. I was hoping I was not getting in trouble or something.
No, no. Everybody enjoyed it very much. But you do look terrific. And are you on a new health routine of some kind?
Well, yes, I guess it's healthy. It's boring.
Yeah.
It's like, I have this trainer. She's really cool, but she's kind of like little obsessed. And she's from St. Bart's. And so she's like, if you can imagine this, even smaller than her. And she's like, complete and total muscle. So she's just all about, really, she's a nutritionist too. So it's really just about like...
It's a combination, isn't it? Like, you can't have one without the other. You have to exercise and eat right or it won't work.
I actually think the nutrition part of it is probably more important.
For me, it was, like, that was for me, losing the weight was, because I'm like, if I work out too much, it'll just be like, you don't really go down a size, you just get more
But I would think that your schedule is so grueling that you're up at 4 in the morning. You're on an airplane eating peanut M&Ms or something. It would be very difficult to keep a diet on that kind of schedule.
It is, and it's especially when you're traveling around. It's like you want to order from like the kids menu because you know it's going to be the best, like the mac and cheese and the
best.
The less calories. Mariah, you are now the most successful female singer of all time, recording that. 18 #1 hits, right by Elvis. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I just look at every accomplishment as a gift from God. I don't look at it like it's me. I really look at it like, I pray to have to do what I do and to hopefully be able to write songs. At this point, it's like about doing stuff, not necessarily the 18th song, Touch My Body. I'm not saying that was like moving anybody into whatever, but like the new latest single, Bye Bye, a lot of people have been saying, oh, thank you for writing that, because whether they've lost someone in a relationship or, just not talking to a friend anymore or whatever, or if someone has passed away, it's kind of like people are saying, thank you for writing that. So to me, that's the most important thing.
You write that about your dad leaving you, right?
There's a lot of personal things in the song. I really say at the end of the song, I say, this is for everybody. And I really mean that when I say it, because it's like people, I know like before I was making records and when I was growing up and things, let's say I had like a day where I was upset about whatever, you go to school, it's like the end of the world if someone calls you a name or whatever happens. And so like music was always my outlet, and I just feel like there were certain songs that got me through difficult times. So it's just like, I feel like it's part of my job to do that.
And you're doing that. You really are. We'll be right back to
Monday on Live from the new film
Who was that guy? Who was that guy checking out Mariah Carey?
Wentworth Miller. That's,
Well, that's
what we
right.
belong
Yeah, I
together.
thought I saw him somewhere.
Yeah.
The guy from Prison Break.
Yeah.
Right, of
Yeah.
course. Mariah, don't you want a fan to just blow your hair at all times? Isn't it a great thing?
Doesn't anybody understand the importance? Now, I love my fans. I also love me a fan.
A fan
blowing the wind.
It's
And I wouldn't do that here unless you wanted one.
No,
and then we could both have one.
Sometimes I actually make, Lori Shulwise will fan me just for the effect of wind blowing my
just
hair.
like the window happened to open and it's just like, oh, what happened?
Oh, what happened? Is this soft lighting and wind? Oh, what happened?
Exactly.
Mariah, I want to talk about this song, this new song, Touch My Body.
Well, that was the first single, and I have to, like I said, I'm very grateful.
Did you write that?
Yes, I did.
What are you trying to say to me when you
Well, the one line says, "'Cause if you're on your mouth and brag about the secret rendezvous, I will hunt you down." Basically.
Oh, Mariah, talking to me.
What I'm saying to you is don't brag about your secret rendezvous, okay?
Exactly, and it was really jokes. It was just jokes in the studio. We were just having fun. So it's
Now,
not
when you
like
do all these songs, and you know all of the songs that are going, do you know which one is going to jump out and be the first big hit?
You know what? With this record, E equals MC squared, which is like Emancipation, you know, part 2. You just played a clip of We Belong Together from the last record. And there's a lot of nice ballads like that on this album as well. I work with Jermaine Dupri and a whole bunch of people, but Jermaine and I wrote that song together. And that was just kind of like a really nice milestone in my career. So I was like, let's continue with that festive, you know, motif, if you will. And so basically, we just kept it going with the writing and kept the kind of like fun side of things.
But was there one that you
happening.
could predict was going to do it?
You know what? I really feel like we didn't know. Honestly, it was like there were so many different types of songs on this record.
When you're Mariah Carey, there's a good chance that they're all probably going to be #1 hits.
No, I mean, you know what? It's
I mean, that's a probability now.
well, I'm very fortunate that L.A. Reid, the amazing L.A. Reid, who I'm so blessed to work with, is sitting back there right now today. And we were sequencing this album, putting it in order for everybody who doesn't know what that means, at his office. This is a true, like, beyond a professional, because he's, you know, also one of the biggest producers of our time. And so, till 6 in the morning, getting it in order. And I don't think we knew what the single was even then.
Well,
it was just like a feel-good record. And
one
we
by
liked
one,
it.
they're going to come popping out at you. We'll be right back with Mariah.
Monday on Live from the New.
You know, every now and then, the Empire State Building, the top of it, does something very, very festive and in keeping with somebody else's anniversary or whatever is big in their lives.
Or if the Yankees are playing.
Well,
or,
sometimes
right.
that too. And so the different colors come up on the, and it's terrific. I love seeing it.
I love it at Christmas time.
That's right.
Yeah,
And today they're going to do it in honor of you, and they're lighting up the Empire State Building to celebrate your new album. And they're going to put it in what color?
Pink Yet Lavender.
Oh my God.
That's the name of the color.
Pink Yet Lavender.
Pink Yet Lavender.
Lavender.
It's not pink.
Yeah, I got you.
Not quite lavender.
Yeah.
Pink Yet Lavender. You know what I'm saying?
Incredible.
It's kind of its own thing.
And have you made that pastel color famous? I mean, is
Well,
that one of
actually,
your...
my friend's little girl made that up when she was like 5 because she couldn't decide what her favorite color was. So we just started, like, you know, running with that as, you know, it became kind of like our signature color.
So it's not quite pink, but yet it's
it's
quite
lavender. I mean, Regis gets the concept.
Can
And so
you imagine, as a little girl, did you ever think, looking at the Empire State Building, that you would have an influence to make it change colors?
Never. I mean, absolutely not. And the amazing thing is, I bought my apartment because the roof was like my favorite thing, and of course it took like 5 years to get the freaking thing
I
done.
know all
We who
about
live
it.
in New York know that it's a little difficult to deal with. So anyway, finally my roof is done, and now that this is happening, because they just told me about it, like, oh, they're gonna light the Empire State Building. And, you know, when you go up in New York, you look at that like, wow, you know, like I've never actually been up in it, which is horrible to say, being that I lived here my whole life.
Well, because you're a New Yorker.
Yeah, so basically, I get to flip the switch on, and it's going to be in pink and
that's
lavender.
gonna be a big thrill.
And we can go look at it from my roof, from the Moroccan, well, it's a Moroccan room that goes out to the roof, and it's going to match the color scheme.
I really am having
So I'm
chills
kind of
right now.
excited. It's kind of a big deal
What
to
do we
me.
have to do to be in the Mariah Carey entourage? What's a girl got to do?
You are
gotta
so
win.
always invited to be in any place I'm at. Please.
I'm gonna put on a new shirt that I've got. It's not quite pink, and it's not
And it's
quite
not quite lavender. They could make a tie that was pink, and then that could be
There
the
you
jet,
go.
and that could be the
I
lavender.
like that.
Fantastic.
All right, we're going to come right back with Mariah Carey in just a moment. New CD out.
Tuesday on Live from Grey's Anatomy.
Mariah Carey's new dog, JJ.
JJ's going to win it really
Hey, look at that guy go.
Sit, roll over, roll over. Come on, boy. You better win that award for me. Yay!
Mariah wants a really
I won my Rally Award. Jack lost the award 2 times. I was devastated. Even though JJ bit me, this is the reason for the Band-Aid. Can everybody stop asking why I have a Band-Aid? I'm like, I have a Band-Aid. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mariah. Good luck to you. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
More information on our website. Live will return in a moment.